Hey you guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Janae Baker, founder and CEO of JSM Financial Solutions. If you have not subscribed, you guys, please go ahead and click the button below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You guys, I wanted to come on here to let you guys know. I want to give you guys, not let you know, but give you guys tips on when you purchasing a new or used vehicle from a dealership, you guys. The number one thing that I want you guys to focus on, because believe it or not, a lot of people don't know, what type of car that you want. You want a new vehicle or you want a used vehicle? And what brand, like what model and what make and what year that you want, because a lot of people go to the dealership not knowing what they want, so they get a car they don't have much of the knowledge of, and they end up getting it and it's failing on them within the next 6 months to a year and 2 years. So it's very important to do your research on the type of car that you want before you go to the dealership. Also, research if this car has been recalled, has any electrical issues, have any transmission issues, have engine issues, whatever it is, you want to research it and see if it has any type of issues before you decide you want to get this car. You need to also make sure that it's longevity and it's reliable, because you just don't want to get a car that you have to go get another car within the next year or two, and then you stuck with a car note, and then you got stuck with the negative equity trying to trade it in on a new car, and taking all that negative equity into a new car as well too. So I can provide tips on the negative equity part as well too. I will have to create a whole nother video on that one as well. Anyway, you also want to search the dealership to make sure they have the type of car that you want. You guys, I highly recommend that you go outside of your local area. You can go in your local area, but also research outside your local area. Even research out of state, you guys, because sometimes your car can be much cheaper rather than the local dealerships around you. So it's very important that you research thoroughly across the whole state or outside the state is what I recommend, you guys. Because once again, they can have better deals and the car could be cheaper, and that's important, you guys. The next tip I want to give you guys is doing a pre-approval with your bank. I highly recommend a credit union. If you have a credit union, do a pre-approval. If you have just a regular bank, then that's fine. Just do it before you get a check before you go to your to the dealership. If you cannot get approved, then your next thing that I recommend is to work on your credit, because there's no way your bank should be denying you, or your credit union should be denying you if your credit's not good. So if you need help with your credit, you guys, I can help you. I have a free ebook in the description below, or you guys, I can help you, repair your credit. So if you need help, hire me, so that way I can help you to get the best interest rate on your cars. Also, anyway, you don't want an interest rate. I highly recommend over 5% on a new or used car. 5%, definitely do not go over 5%. 5% is still high, but that's the highest I would recommend for you to, the interest rate that I recommend for you guys to not go over. Sometimes you do 10%, 9%, 8%. That's 6%, 7%, that's fine. Also, I would recommend that you refinance later on to get a lower interest rate on your car. So, as well, back to the tips. When you go to the dealership, if you cannot get approved from your bank, if you cannot get approved from your bank, I would say go ahead and go to, to the dealership. But I highly recommend Capital One, you guys. Capital One, I highly recommend it. Even though it's not paid, but I highly recommend it before you go to the dealership. As well, make sure that, if you go to the dealership, talk to a finance manager to make sure that he doesn't pull your credit multiple times, because if you go to the dealership, they will pull your credit 20 or 30 times, especially if your credit score is not where it needs to be. And just say, for instance, if it is where it needs to be, they'll still try to do 2 or 3 or maybe 4 banks or 5 banks to see who give you the best offer and who has the best offer and who give you the highest amount. So you guys, it's important that you let the finance manager know, hey, if I decide to go with you guys and I give you my social security number, please do not pull my credit multiple times. Give them a number, how many times you want them to pull your credit, but do not allow them to pull it multiple times, you guys, because you're going to have a whole bunch of inquiries on your credit report. Secondly, if you get a check from your bank, or if you go to the dealership and they ask you, what's your budget? You tell them what your budget is. You do not let them tell you how much you are able to afford and spend. You create a budget. So if you get a if you get a check for $30,000 or get approved for $30,000, but you told the salesman your budget is $25,000, or just say your budget is $23,000, there's no way that you finna show me a $30,000 car, and then on top of the fees and sales taxes that you guys add, it's gonna be more than $30,000. Sir, ma'am, I told you my budget was $25,000. How did I end up at $40,000? So you guys, either way it go, the dealership is gonna add their fees, you guys. But it is important. This is my next tip. It's important to negotiate your price and also ask them to take off fees that you do not need. That's right. They will add unnecessary fees that you guys do not need. So check your bill, not your bill self. Check your, I forgot what it's called. Check your paperwork where it has all your numbers on there and what they charging you for. Ask about each charge, you guys. Just don't let them charge you because they're the dealership. No, because they will charge you up to $5,000 to $6,000, $7,000 of additional fees on services that you did not ask for and you do not need. So make sure you look at your paperwork. And if they got a charge on there and they say, oh, this is what comes with it, and they say this is what y'all recommend, or is it mandatory? If it's not mandatory or required, remove that charge. Remove that fee. There's no way that you're supposed to have, there's no way you can tell me what you recommend for me. I said I don't want it, so don't give it to me. So you guys, also just make sure that you are watching what they are charging you guys, and make sure that you do not be afraid to ask them to remove it from your contract. Don't charge you. So you guys, this is how people get stuck with high car notes, and then they have a repossession later because these dealerships will max out they budget, and they took their car over a certain amount. They wanted a $400 car note. Now they got a $700 car note because of all these extra fees that they added, and then all the extra fees that they have in the car that they did not want for that price. So that's very important that you guys do negotiate your price and ask what each charge is. Know what's on your paper, you guys, and know what you're paying for. And remember, they need your sale. You don't need their sale, because you probably already got a car. You just want a new car, or you want to get an upgrade. You already want to just get a bigger car, or you want a second car. So remember, don't be in a rush to get a new car or a used car. It's still the same thing. It's still new because it's your car. But don't be in a rush to buy the first thing that you see. Don't be in a rush to buy the second thing you see or the third thing that you see, you guys. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about as well. I want to talk to you guys about gap insurance. So also, if you get it from your bank, your check from your bank, then gap insurance already come with it. You guys, gap insurance do come with most insurance companies through your car insurance. So make sure you get it through there. Or you guys, if you get it through the dealership, through their finance company, you guys, you are paying interest on that gap insurance. So you also have the right to tell the finance manager, I want to pay for my gap insurance out of pocket, so that way I'm not paying interest on the gap insurance. So you guys, that is very important. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about, give you guys some tips on how to find a car, what type of car you want, how to find a car, and just give you some tips on purchasing a new or used vehicle. Make sure that you are also doing shopping for car insurance as well, you guys, because that's very important. So thank you guys for watching my YouTube. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to ask. As well, if you need help with your credit before you go to the dealership, if you don't want to do it yourself, you guys, I am a credit specialist. I can help you with repairing your credit. If you guys want to do it yourself, I do have a free ebook, once again, in the description for you guys. So you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching.